So one of the biggest opportunities that GoHighLevel provides is their affiliate program. You can see here that GoHighLevel pays 40% monthly recurring commission to their affiliates. So if you take a look at simple affiliate math, let's say that we use these three simple GoHighLevel plans as an example. So there's a $97 GoHighLevel plan, there's a $297 GoHighLevel plan, and there is a $497 Agency Pro GoHighLevel plan. And so these would be the number of affiliates that you would refer and the amount of money that you would make per month. So for example, if you have 50 affiliates on the unlimited plan, you would make right around 6 grand. If you had 50 affiliates on the pro plan, you'd make right around 10 grand. And so one of the most challenging things with affiliate programs is being able to give users, the people that you refer, access to the necessary resources. So for those of you that are affiliates of me, you'll know that sometimes it takes a bit of time to verify who's an affiliate, who's not an affiliate. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I figured out how to set up these webhooks. The instructions were here within GoHighLevel, but it's just one of those things that you look at and it's just like, you know, it has this like code and then you have to go to like this API program. And I mean, I just got to the point where I was doing it too many times manually where I just needed to invest the time into figuring it out. So in this video, I'm going to show you, if you're an affiliate or you want to be an affiliate, how you set up automations so that you can basically give your affiliates resources or the materials that you're promising, and it will actually be automated. So this video is going to be a little bit more technical, but I wanted to break it down so that, like I said, anyone that plans to be an affiliate has this video so that they can, you know, make this process a lot easier. So the first step here is to basically identify these 5 key steps that GoHighLevel will share with you. So when it comes to being an affiliate, right, you don't own GoHighLevel. GoHighLevel is not your business. And so what affiliates will do is they will offer snapshots or resources or courses or, you know, any type of unique value so that people are incentivized to basically partner with them. And so, like I said, one of the challenges is like you're referring somebody to GoHighLevel and GoHighLevel isn't your business. So when somebody becomes a lead or somebody pays or somebody, you know, cancels, you have to, if you don't have this automation set up, you have to check manually and, you know, assign the right user and do all these different things, right? And so what I'm going to do is show you how you can use this software, which this is the first time I've ever used it. It's called Postman. And we basically are going to create some simple automations so that when people either subscribe for a trial, right, or they sign up. So this is technically opt-in. So when you send someone to your link, like if I send someone to my affiliate link, let's say I copy this and open this in an incognito tab where I'm not signed in, basically they have the opportunity to start a 14-day free trial. And so if they fill out the company name, the full name, the email address, and the phone number, and they click go to step 2, that is considered lead subscribed on, okay? And so if they fill all that info out and then they put in their card information to start the trial, that is considered, you know, a lead sign up, as GoHighLevel will put it. And then this step is basically when the when the lead becomes a customer. Now, what's interesting about this is that somebody can become a customer, right, by purchasing like a phone number or onboarding or anything like that. It's basically anyone that, you know, has opted in, started a trial, and made some sort of purchase. Now, this doesn't mean that they are an official paying affiliate where you're going to get a commission. And so, you know, this can be kind of confusing, especially when you're manually checking this type of stuff. So this trigger fires after they've, you know, opted in here, started the trial, and then actually bought like a phone number even, or, you know, even if they paid for account setup, something like that will trigger them to become a customer. The most common one I've seen from my affiliates is people will buy a phone number because they set up the first account and it will say, you know, customer since 1 hour ago, but they're not actually somebody you're getting a commission from, right? And then the next step is the reward. So the reward is what, you know, the affiliate program considers somebody you're going to make an actual commission on. And even this is a little confusing because, you know, I've had people, you know, sign up with me, get access to resources and stuff like that. It shows a commission and then they cancel or get a refund. And I've seen that happen multiple times. Unfortunately, there's not a way to really track that. So, or not track that, but it's just kind of one of those things that gets more technical. But for now, we're going to cover step 1, lead subscribed, boom, they fill this out. Step 2, lead actually, you know, starts the trial. Okay, they put in their card and start the trial. Boom, that's complete. lead, let's just say, purchases a phone number, they put in their card into the account, they paid $1, they're an actual customer of GoHighLevel, right, that you referred. Now, next step is they actually pay for their software subscription, or they buy something within GoHighLevel that qualifies as something that you will get a reward on. That's step 4. And then step 5 is somebody cancels their subscription, okay? And so what we're going to do with this training is I'm going to show you how you can use GoHighLevel and Postman to basically talk to each other so that you can run your affiliate business and, build some automations and stuff like that. So it's 2-part training. 1, I'm going to show other affiliates or people that want to be affiliates how to do this. And then number 2, you guys that are my affiliates or want to be affiliates of mine can see that, I'm finally figuring out, and people had already done this, I just hadn't looked too much into it. Basically, I'm making my affiliate program better and cleaner and more efficient. It's just, in this case, it's not my particular business in terms of, referring people to GoHighLevel. So there's a little bit of a workaround. So that should bring everyone up to speed if you have 0 contacts. And now we're just going to get into the actual training here. Okay, so let's close out this and this. That way everything's nice and simple. We can close out this tutorial here since I'm going to be just showing you. So all we need is this Google Doc, Postman, okay, .co, and that's a free account that you can set up, and then you're going to need your GoHighLevel account, okay? So the first step is to basically, we're going to build these 5, really they're triggers inside of your GoHighLevel sub account. So imagine that this sub account was for my affiliate business. Okay, so I would want to do that here. And once we get to the end of this, you'll see how you can actually, everything you can do once you build up these webhooks. Okay, so we're going to create a folder, and let's just call this Postman Affiliate Automation. I already have one over there. I'm just going to call this one Postman, so we know which one we're working on in this video. So we're going to go into this folder, and we're going to click on Create Workflow, and we're going to click on Start from Scratch, and we're going to click Continue. And for this one, we're just going to call this number 1. And then what I called this personally is just opt-in. So the official, description from GoHighLevel is lead subscribed on. I didn't want to name my workflow that, so I just called it opt-in because they're basically putting in their company name, full name, email, phone, and they're clicking go to step 2. That's basically what's happening. So I just consider that an opt-in. So you can call it either, this exactly, or you can just call it opt-in like I'm doing. So now you're going to click save, since GoHighLevel doesn't auto save some of these things. So just make sure you save stuff. So now you're going to click on add new workflow trigger, and we are going to click on inbound webhook. So this is a premium GoHighLevel feature. This unlocks on the, I believe this, actually before I think this is just, it's a premium trigger. So you have to pay a separate usage for this action, but I was going to say that it's only available on the Pro plan, but that isn't correct, I don't believe. So you're going to click on inbound webhook, and basically you're just going to copy this URL. So we're going to copy this URL, and we are going to go over here to Postman. So what you're going to do is once you make your account, you're just going to click on plus, and you're going to just call this blank collection. And so the collection is almost like the folder. So I'm going to just call this GHL, the same thing I have over here, standard affiliate webhooks. And then I'm just going to call this demo just so I know. So now we have, this little folder here. Let me actually call this number 3, just for the sake of it being below the active ones. So this is it. I would label this just number 1 as a folder. And then what you're going to do is we have a folder now, and then we actually have to create this request. So what we're going to do is click on post, and we're going to paste this URL here that we're basically getting from inside of this. Okay. Because if we fetch this, request, there's nothing here. So what we're going to do with this software is we're basically going to send that data to GoHighLevel so we can make sure everything's on. So now we're going to click body, we're going to click raw, and then we're going to click JSON. And then we're going to go down here, and we got to copy this data, okay? And we're just going to copy that, and we're going to go back here, and we're just going to paste this, okay? Now, to test that this is working live on this particular demo, I can basically fill in this email value with let's just say Postman affiliate demo 1 at gmail.com. And so what's going to happen now is when I click send, boom, we can see success, test request received. And so now where there were no requests, we now have a request, and we can now see Postman Affiliate Demo1 at gmail.com, right? So this, right, is now turned on. And when we click Save Trigger, it automatically actually creates this action, which is create update contact. And so if you try to save this, it's not going to work because we need some sort of value that we're pulling from the webhook. So we're going to click on this and just do email. And we are going to click on this tag and choose from the inbound webhook trigger. And we're going to choose data, and we're just going to choose email. And then we save that. And boom, there you go. That's step one. And you obviously would publish that. Now, a few quick things before I go through the rest of these. The framework for these is the same, so it'll be pretty easy. But the only other thing to mention is that when people fill out this step, right? So this is the step one. This is the opt-in. So we have their company name, their full name, email, and phone. So you could technically add these other fields. We can choose phone, and then we can, choose from the inbound webhook trigger, choose data, and we could go down to phone, right? But the thing about that, if we go here to custom fields, there's obviously no value because I didn't actually plug in a value. Where would that be? It's probably somewhere buried in here. Hold on. I think I saw it. Phone number. So if I put a phone number there and I sent the test through, then, we would obviously see that within, that sample data. So there's obviously no phone number here. So you can map, basically any four of these values or all four of them. At minimum, you need a phone number or an email. Right now, I intend on keeping mine very simple with just a phone, with just email. But I want to make sure that, you're aware. You could basically map 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. So you could do, company. You would need a custom field, right, for the company. For now, I could just put business name, and then I could go to, data, and then I can just do company name, boom, and then I can do full name, and then I can do data and just do, let's see, name. There it is. So it's saved as name. So if I wanted to basically, catch, right, all of this data here when this gets filled out, this is how I would do it. And you would just click save. Okay. So now this contact is saved just like any other, contact would be saved, Facebook lead, Google lead, whatever it is. And, we're now mapping the data that the user puts from here to here to here. And we're basically catching that data and creating / updating the contact. So technically I can do anything else that I would normally do in HighLevel if I wanted. So I could, send this person an SMS. I could send, I could do a voicemail drop, et cetera, as long as those fields are accurate, right? They put in a proper phone number and whatever action you're creating, after the create update contact, as long as that is basically, as long as you have the minimum criteria you need to complete the action, you can do anything you want here. So that's like the minimum thing you would want, right? They fill out their information, you're creating and updating a contact. What I'm personally doing within mine is I'm just creating a simple pipeline that mirrors these 5 steps, and basically the user just moves, forward based on each webhook. So we completed this one. So for now, we're going to move on, and we are just going to go back to workflows, and we're going to do number 2. So we have to complete this for each one of the 5 steps. So before I do that, I just want to save this here within this folder, and I'm just going to name this one opt-in. So I'm naming the request that we just created, which is basically just me posting data to this URL, right, which is in HighLevel. So there's step 1. So boom, that is complete, and that is when people fill this out and go to step 2. Okay, so we're now capturing that, and now what we're going to do is go to number 2. So we're going to just do 2, and this one is basically I called this subscribed. Okay, so I just called this subscribed, and boom. So you could kind of call this, trial started. You could call this whatever you want. But I called this subscribe. Let me double check to make sure that's what I called it. Okay, so I was incorrect. So I called this trial started. So if we go back over to here, I can just call this trial started and click on the same thing, inbound webhook, copy this URL. We're going to go back to Postman, and we are now going to create our second request. So we're going to click the plus. We're going to change this to post. We're going to paste this here. We're going to go to the body, click on raw, click on JSON. We're going to go back to the document, grab this webhook data, and make sure I copy all of it. We're going to paste it here. And now I'm just going to fill this value in with trial started at Gmail. This is just to create a distinction in me fetching the request. It's not, it's not like there's any method to me doing the email that way. It's just basically that when I pull this data, you'll see there's no data here. As soon as I click send, it's going to say success there. And then when I, pull this, there it is, and we'll see that data. So it's just a distinction for me. It's not like you need to do that, okay? So you can click save trigger, and then same thing. So if you want to map all of the values, you just do the values that you see here and line them up accordingly with the actual value in high level. For me, like I said, I'm just doing email, and I'm just going to click on data, email, and done, okay? And that one is now live as well. Live in the sense of it's set up. There is one step where you're going to need to send this to GoHighLevel support, but you're set up in terms of your end. So now that we created the first two frames and you kind of understand how to do this, you can duplicate this, and we still have to do the following steps, but you can duplicate this framework, and we'll just be uploading the link. So or updating the link. So lead becomes referral. Let me check on what I called that. Okay, so I called that customer, and like I said, that could mean somebody just purchasing a phone number, and so it doesn't necessarily mean there's been a reward generated for you as an affiliate to get a commission. So I'm just going to go back here and call this customer, create, and remember this is now a duplicate. So if we go in here, the inbound webhook will automatically refresh. So we'll just copy that. We're going to see there's no requests here, so we're just going to go to this one, save this. Call this one, what did I call that? Trial started. So we're going to do trial started, save, boom. So that one's done. We're going to create the new request, post, and this is the link I grabbed from right here. So paste that in right there. And then same process. Go to body, go to raw, go to JSON, and then go down and copy all of it. Boom. And then paste it right into there. And then we're going to do the same thing, which is just put in this one is a customer test at Gmail. Like I said, there's no, you don't need to type this email in. It's just for a distinction internally. So success. And now when we pull this request, we're going to see customer test, boom, save the trigger. And then right here, we need to make sure this is already going to default because it's a duplicate of the original workflow or the previous workflow. And so it's already going to, pull that email value. So we're good here. Save and then publish. And then two more steps, and it's basically complete in terms of, minimum automation that you need to get notified or set up automation for these 5 steps. So the next one I called reward generated. So I'm going to just call this reward generated. And then I'll go in here. And then I'm just going to name this one, the original one, or the previous one. I'm going to call this customer. Boom. Make the new request, which is the 4th one. So we're going to post this new one. Same thing. Boom. And then we're going to go to body, raw, JSON. Go over here. Copy this entire thing. Boom. And then this one's going to be reward generated at Gmail. Boom. Send that one over. And then when we pull this request, there it is. Reward generated. Save. This is going to pull the email because it's already mapped from the duplicate. Boom. There you go. And then go back. Let me name this one real quick. I noticed I didn't do that one. On the other one until the end. So reward generated, save, or generated. Yeah, generated. Okay. And then lastly, we have canceled. So we're just going to duplicate this one, and this one will be canceled. There you go. And we're going to make a new request here. Copy this one. So new request, post, copy, or excuse me, paste that in. Body, JSON, copy, and then paste right there. And then lastly, we're just going to call this GHL canceled at gmail.com. And then we're going to send this one over, and we will fetch this. Boom. There it is. GHL canceled at Gmail. Publish. There you go. And it already is going to map the email. So let me just name this, and then I'll kind of share some other quick things, and then, we'll be good to go. So canceled. Okay. So there you go. So you're basically set up on your end. You can see this is the demo, collection that we created together, which is just like a folder. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 post request. And then we basically have, let me save this here. Let me make sure that's saved. Okay, cool. So we have our folder, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in our postman like requests. And then we have our folder, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these mirror each other, and each of these inbound webhook URLs are linked specifically to each of these requests. So everything is now set up in terms of on your end. Now, what you need to do is you need to go to GoHighLevel support and basically, copy this message. So I would like webhooks activated for my affiliate link. And then you're going to copy, these 5 steps here. I'll leave this document below. And and then what you need to do is just copy the URL for each step. So we're going to copy this one right here, and we're just going to paste it right there. And then we're going to go to step 2, and we're going to, do the same thing. Copy this one, paste it right there. And then we're going to go to number 3, copy this one right here. I don't want it bold. And then we're going to go to number 4 and copy this one right here. Boom. And then we are going to grab number 5. Boom. And then we're just going to copy that one. So you're going to send them a message that says this exactly, which is, I would like webhooks activated for my affiliate link. And then you're going to insert your affiliate link right there. And then you're just going to paste the entire message just like this. And that's basically it. It should, for me, it was actually really fast. They did it within, a minute or 2 minutes of me actually getting the response from the representative. So it should be very fast. Now, that's how you set it up. It's one of those things that, like, I feel like if you don't, I don't know, if you don't just spend the time to like really watch it or commit to doing it, it's like, it just seems very complicated, but hopefully I made it easier for, you guys. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is that, what I'm doing, I can just kind of briefly show you right quick. So if we go to, pipelines here, we can just make a affiliate pipeline. And so you can mirror these 5 stages with a pipeline. So you can just do like opt in, and then trial started, customer, reward generated, and then canceled. All right. Now those 5 steps mirror, the 5 steps that we created in here, right? And so what you can do is you can basically create, like I said, actions once, that webhook fires. So obviously support has to approve the webhooks and make sure they're live. But once they do that, then you can, choose this affiliate pipeline I just created, and then basically choose the necessary, or the, the stage that's connected to this webhook. And then when somebody actually fills out, your trial, the step 1 here, not only will it obviously pull their information for, just being saved in your system, but they will, a pipeline stage will get created for them, and then they'll just visually kind of move along the pipeline. And so, that's how I'm intending to use it. So you can do that for each of those 5 steps. So if you were to go to the trial started page, you could basically go here, create update opportunity, and then click affiliate, and then you would move this, contact to the trial started stage, and then just save that as well. And you would just repeat that until you get to the end. Customer goes here, opportunity, affiliate pipeline, customer, boom. And so this is just to visually like monitor where people are, but you can do an SMS here, hey, I noticed you signed up for your trial, right? Whatever's conducive to this actual step. And you can link it to the necessary resources, that you're providing as an affiliate. So like I said, this video has 2 parts. One, to show other affiliates, how they can set this up if the postman thing was intimidating. And then 2, to show those of you that are my affiliates or, planning to be an affiliate of mine, just some of the things that I'm working on to make the process better for all of you. So that's why I wanted to share the video. So a lot of cool stuff is still coming. I haven't even got into it yet because I've just been doing some of the back end stuff, which isn't really, sexy or exciting, but I thought this was, valuable for those of you that may want to, learn how to do this. And honestly, had somebody set this up for me, or, I had a snapshot of it or something like that, and just I was starting from the get-go with something like this, I just feel like the affiliate experience I provided would have been better, just because now I was testing it. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I filled out the form, like I did my own test of this on my affiliate page, and I was like, okay, this is actually cool because now I can build automations. But it was and has been frustrating when, people are messaging on school and then I can't get them stuff, and then they refund, and there's just all these other things. So this is going to make it better for my affiliates that, intend to sign up. Like I said, I have some exciting stuff. I won't just say it here on this video, but hopefully this helps you. I'll leave this document down below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.